Hey guys, it's Isaac. I just finished another week of my 52 ways to live a life challenge. This week was cynicism. So the whole week I tried to fully engage in cynical philosophy. Um, Cynicism as a philosophy is very different from the word cynical, how we use it today. It's it's an ancient Greek philosophy. Like a lot of these ancient Greek philosophies, main focus is eudaimonia, living in accordance to nature, and living virtuously. The distinction between cynicism and stoicism, for example, a previous philosophy I did, in my mind, from my understanding, I might be wrong, is breaking social conventions, seeing just how arbitrary things such as politeness, cleanliness, uh, values, a lot of like valuing status, valuing money, valuing things in society is completely arbitrary, and it if you really think about it rationally, it doesn't make sense to follow them. So much so that the cynic, I would classify them as the homeless philosopher. They they don't have a house, they don't have possessions, they don't have shoes. They reject all of that stuff. They poop in the street, they pee in the street, um, and they're just happy existing, which is very cool that one can just get that much contentment. I think it points to how little we really need to be content and happy in life. And I think most of our suffering is all in our head. Like we make it ourselves. But I actually hate cynicism as a philosophy. This was my least favorite one yet. Um, I have some criticisms. I do really like. I've talked about eudaimonia, living in accordance to nature, in the past. So I focus less on that this week, and maybe that's why I hated it so much, because I think that might be the best part about cynicism. I focused more on the breaking social conventions, because that seemed like what was unique about it. Um, so how did I do this? I tried to talk about mm, risky topics, like ones that would kind of be a little bit impolite to talk about. I tried not wearing deodorant a couple days. I tried wearing silly clothes together, not caring about, like some tie-dye shirt with some blue pants, just crazy clothes. I was gonna go really extreme. Um, I was gonna just do some obscene stuff in public. Like, I was gonna, there's a crosswalk by my street, I was gonna just scream in front of all these people. But then I kept thinking, why? Why? What is this? This doesn't, because the point of doing stuff in public like that is to demonstrate to others how arbitrary what they value is. But I think it would totally fail. I think people would just get mad at me, and I would, rightfully so. I think quote unquote arbitrary social conventions. I Well, yeah, I think they're arbitrary in the sense that it's not like leading to virtue. I think it does lead to a pleasant society, which I value. I want to live in a pleasant society. I don't want to live in a society where everyone's just pooping on the street and just being rude and not, just talking about whatever they want. My biggest gripe with cynicism is it lacks empathy. It lacks any uh, it lacks understanding of other people and what they value. In my mind, if somebody values something and I don't agree with it, I don't feel compelled to try to change their mind. I really don't like political movements or philosophies that encourage others to try to force their beliefs onto other people. I think I'm stupid. I'm a monkey. I don't know what like. Granted, I don't think we should be hurting each other. That's where I draw the line, and I have my reasons for that. But I really don't like trying to change other people's minds, because I definitely don't have the answers. I don't think anyone's ever gonna have all the answers, and so to try to force your beliefs onto other people when you most likely don't have all the answers is ridiculous. Yeah, I think also maybe why I'm so critical of cynicism is, as a child, I think I temperamentally was very cynical. Or, believed in. Whenever I use cynical in this video, I'm talking about the philosophy. I was like always questioning why we, and I think a lot of kids are like this, because as a kid you're not indoctrinated into what society tells you to value. I'd be like, why do I have to put this, the napkin thing on my legs when I eat at a fancy restaurant, or why were we wearing all black at a funeral? Why aren't we like wearing party clothes, celebrating death? Why do I have to be quiet in a library? All this stuff, which I think, but I think that's a phase. Like, I think you should deconstruct everything that you value in life and then reconstruct it. All right, look, I just stabbed myself with this thing because I'm in nature. That's another gripe I have with, like, there's a big part of cynicism is engaging in, how do you say it? Asceticism, where, like, you won't wear shoes, or you'll just be cold, just to, I don't really fully understand why one would do that. I guess it's a spiritual practice to lead you towards eudaimonia and wisdom. But, like, I don't want to get stabbed by these things. I was just waving my hand and I got stabbed by this thing. Imagine if I was walking on this. My foot would be all bloody, and yeah, I value a lot of elements of society, and yeah, I think you can be yourself. You can value your own things with your own rational mind without rejecting everything that society has to value. I feel like it's very extreme, and I think it leads you to be very lonely. I value human connection, and part of human connection is not just doing what you want to do all the time. Letting go of control, letting go of forcing yourself onto others and forcing your values onto other people, and having an open mind, having empathy. I think that's essential for human connection. Yeah, I think that's it. On to the next one. I'm glad I'm done with this one. Didn't like this one. Thanks, guys. Bye.